lot of the questions centering on what is the formula, what is the secret, what's the one thing that they could do to make their lives better. And the challenge is that life is not an instrument, life is an orchestra. Yeah, there are many different things, there's no one magic pill, but most of the time people are looking for something outside to fix things that are inside. It's not raise your bank account, it's not raise your friends, it's not raise your status, it's to raise your consciousness and to allow yourself to surrender fear and ego and come more from a place of love and contribution. See, most people have been hypnotized by society into thinking that we live in a comfort-based experience. And we don't. We live in a growth-based experience. Now, we've got this thing, which is amazing, called a body. And for many people, its default setting is health. But that's like having a car. You need to service the car. You need to clean the car. You need to put the right fuel in the car. If you don't do that, to start with, it may still go and may still look okay. May still get you to grandma's and home. But at some point, it's going to start wearing out. It's going to start breaking down. So for me, health is a binary equation. If you do not make time for health, you have to make time for illness. See, health is just a natural state. Vitality is different. Vitality is where you have the energy to be able to enjoy life, to squeeze the joy out of life, to be able to get up and go and do the things you want to love to do, rather than trudge to the office. So it's not just about being healthy versus unhealthy. It's about being vital. And if you don't prioritize health, and not just physical health, but mental health, hence meditation, you're going to get stressed and you're not going to live a happy life. It's pretty simple. Well, there's two types of energy. There's the physical energy that works with the physical rules, which is, you're talking essentially ATP is the molecule that the body takes energy from. And you can have glucose and calories and what have you. The brain needs glucose to operate. So without that, the physical body shuts down. But food is your last physical source of energy that you really want to be worried about. Most people, when they feel low on energy, it's not a lack of food. Hydration and water is far more important than food. Most people do not drink enough. Most people are chronically dehydrated because they drink coffee or tea or sodas or something else. But the number one source of energy for people in the physical world is oxygen. And most people don't know how to breathe. And why? Because they're stressed. And when you're stressed, you chest breathe. You don't breathe with the diaphragm. Breathing with the diaphragm will give you twice as much oxygen and allow it to be absorbed into the body easier. So again, most people just don't know how to breathe, but that's physical. But then there's the non-physical energy. Very simple example. If you are really tired and you go home and you've worked hard all day and you're physically exhausted, you get into bed, you're just about to go to sleep, and you get a text message from a friend of the opposite sex who you want to see, who just happens to be in town, and says, "Oh, what are you doing right now? Do you want to come for a drink?" What happens? You suddenly jump out of bed, you get dressed, and an hour later you're dancing. Now that didn't happen because you just had a coffee, or a donut, or a Red Bull. That happened because that energy came from somewhere else. It didn't come from calories, or oxygen, or water. No, it was a sense of inspiration. So that level of energy requires a bigger mission, purpose, reason, and most people don't have that. Their reason is, I've got to go to work to pay the bills. No energy there, sorry. The biggest challenge with people a lot of the time is they have a very dysfunctional relationship to time. We invent what we think is the past, and we create what we think is the future, but neither exist. The past is nothing more than a real-time memory of something that we think happened before, with the brain and the imagination giving all of the meaning and filling in the blanks. Right? So the past can be a useful place to learn from, and it can be a useful place to go to be inspired if there's nothing immediately in front of you, or it's a useful place of reference. but it's a poor place of residence to be able to live. If you have a poor now, but you miss the good before, living in your memories isn't going to help. And a lot of people do that. They wish the good old days. Well, these are the good old days. The future is nothing more than an anticipation of what you think tomorrow or further will bring. And if it is positive in your mind, you will look forward to it with anticipation. If it is not good in your mind, then you will look at it with stress or try to avoid it. If you're feeling depressed now and you have a list of memories you can connect to that are positive, great. But how most people use them is they go to the past and either they miss the good that happened, so therefore they feel sad about it now because it's not now, or they connect to why they're a victim of something bad that happened before and use that to justify a lack of courage in the moment to get past that. So having an understanding that all you have is now. Now I'm happy, now I'm happy, now I'm happy. Not, I'm going to meet the right person tomorrow, then I'll be happy. That doesn't work. Tomorrow you'll wake up and have another now. So if you're not happy now, you'll never be happy. I firmly believe that people will never rise above the opinion of themselves. So you have to change, but one of the things you have to change is the people you surround yourself with, because environment always wins over time. So if you're serious about wanting to change your life, upgrade the people you surround yourself with and start working on yourself. You have no right to change the world. You have no right to change anybody else. You may inspire other people and the world may change because of who you become. But that's your focus. How do I become the best example of myself? And it's hard to be warm if you live in a freezer. So if you're surrounding yourself with people that are always telling you why you can't, telling you why you're not good enough, feeling threatened by your potential success, then guess what? And you're going to start believing them over time. And it's just the law of conformity. So either, for a start, commit to personal growth, because that's the only way you'll be successful. And second, check who you hang with. Love your family, choose your friends.